What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. Oh, so what is going on, everybody? We are down here, girl. I was just down on Twitter reading Capricorn Clark's testimony about Puffy. And if you have been down here any amount of time, I've been asking for Capricorn to come to the front. She was his personal assistant for so long. The amount of information she knows, in addition to what she personally experienced with him. I remember when Capricorn got fired and they blamed her for stealing jewelry, right? What they do is they do like this. They'll say, go in, everything is on surveillance. So they'll say, so and so, go in the kitchen and get my watch out of my jacket pocket. And it has been placed there intentionally. So when you go to the jacket in the other room, whatever room, I say kitchen because I feel like that's what it happened in the kitchen. But anyways, um, you go in the room, it's on surveillance. It shows you going to a jacket, putting your hand in a jacket pocket, and then, looking to make sure that it's the watch that you were asked to get, right? And then you take the watch and you walk off surveillance. They're going to say, oh, you see this? This was you. This is a video of you stealing from us. Threatened to put her in the river if she didn't pass a lie detector test. Had her holed up in some, just like out of a movie, holed up in some dilapidated, not fully furnished office building, and have her strapped up to a lie detector. And according to her testimony, being told, you need to calm down because if you don't pass this, basically, I have to kill you. So I am overjoyed that she has been subpoenaed and is sitting on the stand giving her testimony now. Um, let's see. I was making 65,000, then 90 at Jive. Why did you come back to Combs? I had gotten top records for R. Kelly. Mr. Combs said he was impressed. He asked me to come back to Sean John for women. I think I was a really good employee for him. He told you were awesome. He did not use that word. You worked hard for him. I did. Others work hard too, right? Not as hard as me. I did learn a lot from Mr. Combs, almost crying. He broke the glass ceiling for us black people in the business world. Do you need a minute? No, it's just complicated. We'll take a break. Yes, because, ooh, I just got emotional for her because this person, like, that is the when they say talk about the nuance of the thing, and I think that's what people want to hold on to, that the great things that Puffy did in business for the culture, right? But on the opposite, he's just like residing in his shadow. He does good things, but he literally feeds that wolf, right? What is the I just saved it the other day. The two wolves inside of you. It's a story told by, I can't remember what tribe. I can't remember what tribe, and I don't want to get it wrong. But they tell a story that there's two wolves inside of you, and one is kindness, compassion, attunement, and all the things, all the good things. And then the other wolf is, darkness and chaos and destruction and mayhem and confusion and death, and then which one wins? The one that you feed. That's the one that wins. That's the wolf that wins, that's inside of you, the one that you feed. And Puffy stays feeding the wolf on the dark end of the things. He sprinkles a little thing on the good side, and that's where it gets people so fucked up. Is as you have this quote black man, this black man who is, like she said, breaking ceilings for black people in business. And it makes you emotional because at the same time, he's so evil. He's evil. And that is what fucks you up, right? And then, of course, the parasocial type of relationship through the music, through the fashion, through the everything. When you think of Puffy, it's the party dude. So you're having a good time party, and he's an evil monster. I can't. I hope they talk about Paris. Did you need a break? No, it's just complicated. We'll take a break. With the jury and witness out on DNA questions to Inspector Jimenez, the government's objection is overruled. We asked for a bit longer. We've not been able to eat lunch. We are running ahead of schedule. Our case may be closer to 5 weeks than 6 weeks. I'm so happy Capricorn is on stage. They asked her how was she related to Suge, and she shared her sister has a baby with him. The sketch artist is horrible, but yeah, all of them. That's what I'm telling you. When I said it, when the Me Too shit was happening with Harvey Weinstein, Epstein, all the Steens, okay? When it happened to all these guys, I said I cannot wait until the Me Too movement, hits the hip hop industry. Y'all know I've been saying it. I've been saying it. They got Russell Simmons, he done fled the country, literally. Not like Tanya. Well, Tanya fled the country too after Kenya brought the cookie lady. Bitch, we would have been fighting in that place. Anyways, I'm glad. I'm actually really happy that it has hit the hip hop industry because people need to see that yes, although these guys have done great things in culture and music, they literally left their imprint on culture, literally. So many things that he's done. And so when you're talking about him, it's really sad. It's really sad because you're like, he's this, he's magnanimous, he has charisma, he smiles, has a great smile, he's good at conversation, he's not dumb. And that's what it is because it's almost like you have these gifts, and it's like goes back to the hero's journey. You've been given a gift, and what you decide to do with those gifts. And I believe that we are all, when they call people anointed, I feel like we are all anointed. All of us have God within us. We are all extensions of source energy, period. So you are given gifts. You have gifts. Whether in your lifetime you come to know what your gifts are, or you tap into your gifts, or you use your gifts. Not everybody stands still long enough to hear what their gifts are, to be shown what their gifts are. A lot of people don't. They don't heed the call, right? So now you have these gifts. You're able to do these things from the beginning, and you're using your gifts to do harm. But on the other end, they sprinkle a little donation here. They sprinkle a little this there. They're going through, and then anything. If you're making money, the people are automatically love you, especially in the United States. You got money. So I'm glad that she is testifying, and I'm glad that she's finally being able. The other day I said I don't think she can speak because she had an NDA. And then we know that NDAs are not enforceable when a crime has been committed. So and then these people are asking for immunity because they kind of helped him. You understand what I'm saying? Like I kind of helped you do this stuff. And that's another part of it, right? Was Combs violent with you? Yes, at Star Island. He told me you are not to leave this house. Pharrell Williams was brought in by boat. I returned Mr. Walker to Palm Island. He called and said, "Where the fuck are you?" Maybe he meant Mr. Combs to Palm Island. Where the oh no, she took someone else to Palm Island. He called and said, where the fuck are you? You can't have a life. One time I asked the chef if there was turkey bacon, and he said, no fucking turkey bacon. I said, I hate it here. The chef told Mr. Combs, and he pushed me again and again. What did he say? He said, if you hate it here, get the fuck out of here. Did you leave your employment? I did, but did you return as a global brand director? Why? He was impressed by what I did in the job I'd left for. A couple of albums, he said, you wouldn't have work. He said, you wouldn't have to work directly for me. What were you doing for Miss Ventura? Managing her image, maximizing the optics for her. For Sean Combs, he had final approval on everything. In LA, where did you live? In a gated community. We had followed Kim Porter there. Where was Miss Ventura? In New York on the West End. She would come to LA and stay with him or with me or in a hotel. Who else was Miss Ventura seeing? Scott, Miss Cuddy. How did you learn that? She brought him to my apartment. When she said they took her, and it was for a few days that they took her and had her holed up in this room where she was taking a lie detector test. Hold on, I'm trying to get to that. How was Cassie? And she said, oh, where did you go? We went to Cuddy's and tried to convince him not to file a police report. What did you tell him? That Puff came into my house with a gun. What did you tell them? He said, if you tell on him, he'll hurt us all. What was Mr. Muscatti's reaction? Mind blown. Objection. Jury will disregard. What happened at the house? He was kicking Cassie again and again. How was Cassie? In fetal position. Mr. Combs kicked her all the way to the street. She was crying silently. Where was he kicking her? Her back, her backside. Voice cracks. Where were you? 5 feet away. So was Rube. What did Mr. Combs say to you? He said, if you jump in, I'm going to fuck you up. What did Rube do? Nothing. Who did you call? D-Rock? I told him, tell your brother to stop Puff. He is kicking the shit out of her. I called Paulie too and said he'd take care of it, but Rube did nothing. What next? Mr. Combs told me to get the fuck out too. I left on foot. Could you see her still getting kicked? Until I went around the bend. Then who did you call? Regina Ventura. I told her he's kicking the shit out of your daughter. I can't call the police, but you can. Why didn't you call the police? The mission of the day was to get Cuddy, so no calling police. The email, who was it from? Cassie. She wrote that he would be releasing sex tapes about me, and he would have someone else hurt me and Scott. Do you recall if you responded to this? I don't. Did law enforcement call you? The arson investigators. Cuddy had given them my name. I hung up on them. I just wanted this over. What did Mr. Combs say to you? He said, I should kill you bitches and I should cut her face. Jealous. That's jealousy. I'm sorry. You're jealous. And do you understand what happened on White Lotus? How he was explaining how he wanted to feel like the woman the men desired. And so he would watch men desiring women and he would sit there and he would watch them. But he wasn't wishing that he was the man. He was wishing he was the woman. And he was wishing he was the woman because he wanted to understand how it felt as a woman to be desirable to men. And every time I hear about these scenarios with Puff and what Capricorn said, they will skin you. They will skin you. It's like these niggas want to be you and they're jealous about the attention that you get from men because they want to be desired by men too. That's what Puffy gives me. You want to be a woman, and because you cannot be a woman and live out loud and proud with being desired by men, you beat them up and you fuck them up. I was looking at a picture of Cassie the other day and just her face. I was like, she looks just like Jennifer Lopez. Let me find it in my phone. Let me see if I didn't delete it yet. Because I was like, oh my God. When I saw that picture of her, I was like, she looks just like J-Lo. This is Puffy and Cassie, not Puffy and J-Lo. That's Cassie, not Jennifer Lopez. But if I were to zoom this out, you would think that was Jennifer Lopez, wouldn't you? There's another picture of Cassie. Where's her little face? Maybe I deleted it. Hold on, let me see if it's in my recently deleted. He had no plans for Cassie. None. No plans but for to be a sex slave. She was never going to come out with an album. That was never going to happen for her. Hold on. Where is that picture of Cassie? Oh, here it is. Who does that look like? You can't really see from as far back as I have it, right? That's Cassie. That's Cassie, not Jennifer Lopez. When I saw that yesterday, I was like, God damn, she really looks like Jennifer Lopez. And I don't know if he was trying to get somebody that looked like her. I really want to know what he did to Jennifer Lopez. And I also want to know what he did to Lori Harvey. Because this behavior doesn't skip people. That's Cassie, not Jennifer Lopez. I was like, God damn. Look. Crazy, huh? Crazy. There he is with Mary and Cassie, not Jennifer Lopez. Don't that look like Jennifer Lopez? If I come back out a little bit more, that's crazy, isn't it? Okay, not just me. And then when you look at his eyes under the shades and how his eyes be like this under the shades, because he's high as fuck, girl. Zoom in on Puffy with shades on, and you could see his eyes underneath, and they be like this all the time. Barely open, girl. Barely open. Barely open. High as fuck. Can't see them damn pupils, motherfucker. So I'm glad. How many times did Combs threaten you? I say 50 times. D-Rock was there just doubling down on whatever Puff was saying in the moment. Who's Harv Pierre? He's the president of Bad Boy. I told him Puff had kidnapped me. What did he tell you? He said, that's crazy, but it's going to be okay. I got a termination notice. I was accused on not properly putting in for vacation I was on. Had you put in? Yes, to Harv Pierre. Did you lose benefits? All of them. Health, 401k, my house, my car. What did Combs say? That I would never work again? That he would make me kill myself? Diabolical. Did you get a job offer? I did, but it fell through. I couldn't get a job. Did you settle with Combs in October 2012 for objection? Can I approach? Do you have any other pending litigation against Mr. Combs? No. Did you go back to work for him? 2016, no one else would hire me. Cassie had a new record deal with Epic. Who did you get approvals from? Sean Combs. Cassie was taking more drugs. Was she still dating Mr. Combs? Yes. In 2023, why did you retain attorney? Why did you retain an attorney? I was traumatized by Cassie's civil complaint. Her complaint did not reference me. I reached out to Mr. Combs and said, I want my life back. You kidnapped me. Objection overruled. Where's the discussion of you working with Mr. Combs again? When did you last speak to Miss Ventura? 2018. Kid Cudi, 2012. No further questions. Miss Clark, you're still under oath. We met in April 2024. You had a lawyer. Yes. You wanted to come back to work from Mr. Combs. We discussed it. Yes. You saw Mr. Garagos taking notes. Yes. You said you didn't think Cassie was good for Mr. Combs. Why? I thought they were toxic. Tell me about when you were in New York. I was in the Bronx. I hated it. How long before the jewelry went missing? It was about 4 months. On the 4th of July, he threw a white party at his home on the Hamptons that year with Vote or Die. When did the jewels missing happen? After July 4th. The jewels were on loan from Jacob the jeweler. Who else got a lie detector? Mike B, his stylist. He too had gone to the street level of 1440 for manicures. The lie detector test was the next day. You never told HR? No. I got fired for 3 weeks. How did you get unfired? I went to work on his 35th birthday at Cipriani to do the celebrity list. I came back 2004 to 2006, 2004 to 2006. Not all. As a personal assistant, then liaison. I was making 65,000. Okay, I was really a good employee. Okay, almost crying. He broke the glass ceiling. It's complicated. Okay, let me see. So a longer break. Let me see. Okay, so they haven't come back from break. That was 30 minutes ago. So they probably should be coming back. I don't know how long their break is. It doesn't he didn't put it in here. This is from all of these tweets I'm reading are from Inner City Press. He is typing really fast. Sometimes he misspells and things like that, but he's trying to get the gist of what people are saying, trying to make sure you know who's saying what. He's really doing a good job, this guy. Down at Inner City Press, Matthew Russell Lee. Matthew Russell Lee is his name, and he's been covering the trial. So we're here with it. So what do y'all think about it? It's a lot. It really is a lot. It really is a lot. But I am so happy. So happy that Capricorn is testifying. You don't understand how happy I am, and I'm glad she's able to like really speak. Shout out to Capricorn Clark, period. Cardi B parties with Stefan Diggs on a Miami yacht amid album delays. Where is Cardi? Oh, she's on the bottom. Girl, so many girls on top of her. Girl, she is on the bottom. And there's so many girls on top of her. Shaking ass. Oh, that's her tattoo. You gotta look for her tattoo. Shout out to Cardi B. Bel Calis. All right. Let's go. Okay, let's go to the. Did we say the Jasmine brand? We always try to go to the ladies first. Ladies first. All right. Record executive Kevin Liles denied grooming allegation from rapper Lady Luck. None of this ever happened. A statement from Kevin Liles. Girl, they taking these niggas down. Take these niggas down. I promise you, all the women that were affected, and it's really the it's been quiet for so long, but not. It's been quiet, like low whispers for so long, and it's because that if you come out against a black man and he has done anything in the community, you are going to be dragged. It doesn't matter, because in under the system it's always man first, right? Then add on his racial identity, then it's his racial identity, right? And because we are socialized, conditioned to put men first, to pedestalize men, basically worship them, when it's time to speak against them, all the other worshipers are going to get their tiki torches, their khaki pants, and their red shirts, and they're going to come protest in front of your house. They're going to take you down. They're going to try to burn you at the stake. Don't you dare speak against a black man, especially if he's done any work at all that looks positive or is a resemblance of black excellence. You better not say a fucking word. So, because he's the greatest at what he does on the good side of things, what he does in the shadows, you are supposed to ignore, and don't you dare speak about it. And that's why a lot of women, especially black women, don't come forward, because the depths of the worship that people have for black men, that black people have for black straight men. Let's be clear, black straight men, because they don't love the black gay men. They love the black straight man, right? Heterosexual, Christian. I mean, we use that loosely. Heterosexual, Christian, thin, able-bodied, right? Male. That male identity, that is the thing that you cannot speak against. And because we have this black love thing, and black love is revolutionary and this and that, you have to accept that these men are going to sacrifice some of us. Basically, that is what the community says. We are going to accept that these, quote, successful black men who y'all are just trying to take down because he's black, we are willing to sacrifice the people that they harm and kill because they do good things sometimes. Kevin Liles is denying grooming allegations made by rapper Lady Luck. The time Kevin Liles made me cry in the source. You can tell by my pics I was trying. In 2017, Luck used a laughing emoji when characterizing the time Kevin Liles made me cry at the source. The Instagram post she linked to has been deleted. Haven't seen Leor in years with Kev though. Holla at me. What's up? Good afternoon, Kev. What's up? Happy New Year. Okay, so that's her tweeting them. It says, "What else do you remember? I remember Kevin Liles made me cry in the office. Oh, good luck. I forgot all about that. That was horrible. What did he say exactly? You asked him when my album was going to drop, and he said Luck's album would drop when she's going to change the face of women in hip hop. That's a lot of pressure on a 17-year-old." In an interview published by The Root in 2016, where Lady Luck said Liles made her cry in his office, aligns with the text of the source from the story from 2000. Luck spoke on the pressure of being told her album was only going to drop when she's going to change the face of women in hip hop, which is a lot of pressure to put on a 17-year-old. So she's sharing her story, and she's shared it a couple of times, and it's been consistent. So now, Lady Luck, this is very long, and there's a statement from Kevin Liles stating that, of course, she's threatening to publish a book and file a public lawsuit riddled with utterly false and horrendous accusations. If I didn't pay them $30 million, Ms. Jones threatened to allege that almost 26 years ago, when signed as a recording artist to Def Jam, she was, quote, groomed. Ms. Jones also threatened to allege that I exposed myself to her and pushed her head towards my genitalia in an attempt to force her to perform oral sex while she was allegedly sitting in the driver's seat of my car. Let me tell you something. I believe it. You niggas are all suspect. And you have to think your social image and the way that other men move around. When y'all say not all men, well, we're talking about the men who are committing the crime. So we don't know who you until we do. So you're a suspect. Because once again, we don't know which one of you grapes has the arsenic in it. Y'all are in community so closely that we don't know who has the arsenic. So until we know, all you motherfuckers are suspect. You have to earn your way out of a guilty verdict, bitch. It ain't no innocent until proven guilty. That's from under a code of law. We ain't talking about the code of law. We're talking about the actions that you've been alleged. Whether you committed a crime or not, the actions that you've been alleged doing, I tend to believe the woman. You know why? Because men. That's why. Off with his head! Off with his head! So you be a fool to give a motherfucker that belongs to that group the benefit of the doubt. They're suspect until they're not. Work your way out of jail, motherfucker, by proving that you're not like all of them. That's not all of us. It's not all of us, girl. Riley said Kandi Burruss gave her 1-year deadline after graduation before financially cutting her off. RHOA alum Kandi Burruss is laying down strict ground rules to help her daughter Riley achieve financial independence. In a sneak peek from Bravo's upcoming reality series Next Gen NYC, premiering June 3rd, Riley opens up about her life after graduating from NYU's music business program and the pressure she's facing now that her financial support is on a countdown. The 22-year-old reveals that while she's a big dreams of making it in the music industry, just like her Grammy-winning mother, known for decades of success in music, reality TV, and more, Kandi has given her a 1-year deadline before cutting her off financially. Riley admits in the teaser, I feel stressed and on a time crunch. It's big shoes to fill. She also agrees with castmates' remarks that the pressure is definitely on. What are your thoughts on Kandi setting a financial cutoff for Riley? Tough love or too much pressure? I don't even think it's tough. I think it's realistic. I think it's realistic that you kick the bird out of the nest at a certain point. When I believe that when Kandi sees that Riley doesn't need her anymore as to depend on her financially, that's when you let them go. Call me when you need something, girl, but you got it. I'm not going to not be here for you. But if you need something and you have, because mismanaging funds happens, okay? And I don't know about you, but after I was well over 22 years old, I have called my mother and father and auntie for some money. Okay, can I borrow wop whoop wop bam because I mismanaged? I told you I was really bad with money in my 20s, girl. I was doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. I was just doing whatever, right? I believe that Kandi is. I believe that that's a good, like, okay, you got a year after college. You know, some, for some parents they might say 23, for some parents they may say 25, for some parents they may say 18, some parents say 18, you out of here, depend on nothing. This motherfuckers your age who have children, right, who have somebody depending on them. So I think it's good. Let's listen to what Riley says.
My mom is Kandi Burris, and people might remember me from Real Housewives of Atlanta as a kid. I'm a TV person in Montana's off. You saying you rather not talk to me and watch
Riley
TV?
grow
Is that what
up.
you're trying to say? No. I just graduated a month ago from NYU with a major in music business. I really want to work in the music industry. I feel stressed and on a time crunch because my mom has given me 1 year before she cuts me off financially. It is big shoes to fill. The pressure is definitely on. Me saying that in the most monotone. Literally, I was thinking that. You said, like, the pressure is Brooks. Definitely on. My mom is Kandi Burris.
What's his name?
You might remember me from Real Housewives of Atlanta as a kid.
His name is Brooks. Brooks Smarts.
You saying you rather not talk to me and watch TV? Is that what you do?
Somebody's in the comments. I'm 35 and my parents still help me, so I highly doubt it's 100% cut off. But she wants Riley to have her own money. I really believe that it's a more very extremely logical, grounded boundary. I'm sure that Kandi is not playing. She's a Taurus. She is not playing. You better be you. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of y'all have parents who are Tauruses, but they, being financially sound, not needing to depend on anybody, male or female, Tauruses do not play about their security. So I'm sure as a parent, she's trying to instill that in her. Right? I don't doubt that Riley might be 30 years old and may say, "Hey mom, whatever," and she will be like, "Here, okay." Like, right? But when it's like, oh, you're not doing right, maybe it's a different story. If she sees that she's working and she may have mismanaged her money that month or whatever, then I'm sure Candy's not going to have her daughter out there struggling at all. The way that she even acts with Todd, who wants his daughter to struggle while he's over there living off the fruits. Mr. Burris over there living off the fruits of Candy's labor. Oh boy, I can hear Gabor now. Shout out to Andrew Gabor. This is a scheme that's Todd set up to separate Riley from her mama's money. Girl, let me tell you something. Mama Joyce is not gonna let that happen, bitch. She is. Remember when they were talking about their wills, and Mama Joyce was like, Riley is first and all this stuff. Yes, Blaze and what's the other one name? Blaze and Ace. Blaze and Ace, okay, great. But Riley, no, you better, she's getting taken care of. We can't leave it up to Todd because Todd will have all them outside on the corner shaking a little red tin cup with a bell attached to it. Okay? So they can understand what it's like to struggle. Girl, I can't stand that. Let's see what some of the comments say. She will do great things. Kandi is a wonderful mother. And my mama, Joyce voice, she's a great, great girl. She'll do great things. I love this because Kandi is trying to make her independent and making sure she's not entitled because of who her mom is. We'll see what they do with Ace. What we'll see what cutoff Ace will have. Ace is already making money, girl. He'll probably be emancipated before he matures. He's already making money. Doesn't he have like a YouTube channel? I've seen him on the commercials and stuff like that. He's acting as well too. So yeah, shout out to Kandi Burris for that. I don't see anything wrong with it. What do y'all think? You know, everybody has different parenting styles and ideas. So get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Why is 50 Cent using AI pictures of himself? Love is Blind star AD reflects on her first trimester trenches after announcing pregnancy. Oh, she's pregnant? Oh, good for her. Congratulations to her. Haha, I'm sorry, but I love me Clarissa, girl. Clarissa seems like the type of person who wants to have haters. Like, I think it makes her, I think boxers are like that. Like, they want to feel like somebody has a problem with them. Girl, nobody has a problem with you. We are actually, no one is jealous of you. Shout out to baby Tamar. No one is jealous of you, Kandi. Wait, hold on. Are you the parking meter motherfucker? Here she go. She had kitten heels on. Jenny Ma. Okay, they say you fall out with everybody. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, you. That's a lot. Kandi, if you're watching it, if you know you're watching, the thing is this: we don't have an issue with you. We're not jealous of you. We actually celebrate your success. No, seriously. Girl, I'm telling you, them little babies they just take it over. It's the little baby face and how she like stops and she does a deep breath and then they zoom in on her face. It's just so perfect. Nobody is jealous of you, Clarissa, but I think boxers are like that. Like they want to feel like they have haters. I think it pumps them up. I forget about that. I forget she's a boxer. You can't forget because that's her claim to fame. That's why we know who she is. But I forget like when she's always talking about the haters and people hating on her. And I'm like, girl, ain't nobody hating on you. Everybody really wants you to wake up, right? The old bitter women who can't keep a man, they trying to tell you, girl, you are a come up for this man, right? Listen to what the Yelp reviews say, right? And you're already in there eating and dining. So, I think it's weird that there's a 17-year age gap between you and this man, and you're planning on having children. And Remy Ma says, what is he telling you? He wants a boy because I guess one of their children, who is a boy, is queer, and so now he wants another boy. Maybe he thinks something went wrong. Girl, that's terrible. So she was kind of alluding to that. He has a problem that one of the male children. Now, I don't know. I know that Remy has a son, and I don't know if he has a biological son. I don't know how many children they have in total. I know it's a little girl. The little girl she named after her, a junior, basically. Um, I love to hear girls with that are juniors. Shout out to the girls that are juniors of their mother. I love that. Oh, that makes my heart just pitta patta. I love when like Margaret Joseph, she's a junior. Who else is a junior out there? Who else is a junior? I think Remy Ma's daughter is a junior as well. Her name is Reminisce. I think her name is Reminisce. Little Reminisce. She's so cute. She is so cute. But I don't know if they have I know Remy has a son. I think he just got in trouble, right? He robbed somebody or something like that. I don't know what's going on. But yeah. I mean, I guess we could ask the people, right? Remy Ma and Papoose kids. Kids. Reminisce. Remy Ma and Papoose have one daughter who was born in 2018. Remy Ma has one son from a previous relationship, and Papoose has three children from a previous relationship. Dejanay, Shamil. Now, Shamil, is that a boy? Because Shamil, that's his name, right? And Destiny. Remy Ma is a stepmother to his three children. The little girl is adorable. She's a cutie pie. She really looks like Remy Ma, though. And she looks like her dad, too. She's cute. Oh, yeah, she's cute. So that's what Remy Ma, what Papooses daughters, and then Papooses kids. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't think there's oh, let's see, Papooses son. Remy Ma says Papoose' son thanked her for sharing her truth and also denies calling Pap to get back with him. Shamil. Yeah, so that's a boy. Yeah, so I thought. So is he gay? Let me put this. And I hope that is not. I hope. Remy Ma says Papoose what? Oh, okay. This is a headline. Remy Ma says Papoose acts like gay son doesn't exist and he is ready to expose his father. And that's why he's asking Clarissa for a son. And that's what Remy Ma alluded to yesterday. She was like, I wish I can find it. It's too many. It's too many to go through. But that's what she said. That's some nasty work if that's true. I hope that that isn't true. Girl, you getting too much work done. Y'all girl, you getting too much work done. Let me be quiet. I just opened up my phone and just saw this face and these cheekbones that look like little golf balls. They look like little cuties. You know those orange little mandarin oranges cuties? That's what y'all be looking like y'all have in your faces when you do the cheeks and the filler, and y'all be trying to keep this, y'all be trying to stay looking like this. So it doesn't make sense when your face is down for it to look like you're smiling all the time. Then you start looking like the Joker. And that's, girl, when I tell you the body image distortion that we all literally have, like we literally all have it. So many people have distorted images of their bodies. That's by design. That is by design, to the point where y'all are walking around with your cheekbones, your cheeks like this all the time. So you get a, and then you're like this, and then your head is like this, and you're like, girl, and your eyes are wide open because you done got some shit in the corners of your eyes, so you want your eyes to be bright. Shit, I like my eyes sitting low, honey. So you can't even tell if my eyes are open. Is she looking at me or not? I don't know. I don't want my eyes to be like this and my cheeks to be like this and my, hey guys, looking like you belong in an animation. Hey, oh my God, guys, I can't believe it. And then you be crying, ooh, ooh, looking like you in pain. Ooh. Are you crying from what you're going through, or does your face hurt? I don't know, girl. Let me make my cheeks rosy real quick. That's what my dad used to do to me. Make my cheeks make my cheeks rosy. Come on, rosy cheeks. Come on, rosy cheeks. Okay, let's see what else is happening. Okay, T.I.'s defamation lawsuit against Sabrina Peterson over GUN and SEX trafficking gets a 2026 trial date. Freddie P claims make he used making the band to groom young artists. You're really searching for the butt the whole time.
He was grooming us. It's kind of like you're signing boy band groups and girl band groups because you like one or two.
And then that's why you have to tell your children you cannot, like, this is one thing that happens with grooming. If you operate in a hierarchical parenting style, or you walk around thinking that you're better than children, you walk around thinking that you're, like from Matilda, I'm big, you're small, I'm smart, you're dumb, I'm big, you're little, and all this other stuff, right? When you operate that like that, and you teach your children that adults are authority, that any adult coming to them, talking to them, asking them to do things, that they have to yield to these adults. No. This respect adults and all this other stuff. Hug adults, push them towards hugging adults. I know like more and more people are getting out of making their kids hug people and allowing their kids to hug who they want, teaching them autonomy. But a lot of one of the ways that these men and women are able to groom children is because so many children have been taught to yield to adults, as if the adult, just because they're an adult, they're of authority. And so then you have to listen to an adult, right? Right? Um, that's how a lot of that grooming happens. So him saying that they were being groomed, and then they use talent, right? Even my son, he wants to be an actor, and he was like, but I don't want to be a child actor because of the way that the adults act with the children, right? Dan Schneider over there, the Nickelodeon stories, the Disney stories, all of the stuff, grooming the children. When you hear about Judy Garland, like, yeah, I'm taking it all the way back. When you hear about Judy Garland's experience on the set of The Wizard of Oz, and how literally those motherfucking munchkins were terrorists, like the munchkins that are in jail right now, like Tory Lane's motherfucking little baby's ass, little need to be somewhere locked up at his ass too. These little munchkins, Gregory, them little evil munchkins. In real life, the munchkins on the set of the Wizard of Oz were drunkards. They were ordering prostitutes. Like, they were literally creating chaos on the set of that movie. They even said in one scene that, well, one of the munchkins, they said they hung themselves on the set. And in one of the scenes, you can see something hanging from a tree in the Wizard of Oz. You got to look it up. There's a lot of things, a lot of little conspiracy theories around Wizard of Oz. But the real story about the munchkins, that's real. They like were awful. They were awful. So, and how she was treated, I think they were giving her coffee. I think she started smoking cigarettes to keep her weight down at a very, like, as a preteen, and they exploit these children. And you think about it, how will we have any kind of media without including children? So you have to include children if you're telling stories, right, in movies and television. But unfortunately, these adults in these industry exploit children. They groom children. They harm children. All the things, all those subtle things that were happening on the set with Dan Schneider, and all the subtle things, the sexual things that those kids were doing, and how looking back on them now, you're like, wow, they had those kids doing that, and these sick fucking men are writing, and women writing things around these, like, insinuate this in these innuendos it's just disgusting. So it's sad because you have people who want to be actors, who want to be in the music industry, who want to create, and they have a gift of create, they want to create, and then they go into these industries, and these monsters really just extinguish the flame. And so many people will tell you a story like, I got a glimpse of what the music industry was like, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll just make beats down to the YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, it is what it is. It's really sad. So let's listen to what Freddie P has to say.
Two of them, and you want to see who's gonna go. He was grooming us. It's kind of like you're signing boy band groups and girl band groups because you like one or two of them, and you want to see who's gonna go. It's nothing to you but a tax write-off, but you're really searching for a butt the whole time. So he was looking for my butt, Chopper butt, everybody butt. It wasn't nothing about the music. Was like, yeah, I can, and it took off to be bigger than he ever expected it to be. But Puffy coming up, he was just signing a lot of boys. Usher, it was something he figured out that R. Kelly figured out, that we can get them away from the parents. If we could get them alone, isolated, then we can get them. Once you get in a butt, it's like, hey, you on us now. What you gonna say? I got video of me in your butt. Like, how can you ever make another record? You dig what I'm saying? When you think of it now, he was grooming us.
He was saying this a long time ago, but nobody was listening. I'm so glad people are now listening to this story. I'm praying for them. Please stop giving these washed up people life. Yeah, you are wanting to silence people whose lives have been changed because some monster harmed them. You're one of them. And I pray for any child around you who's dependent on you for their survival. Let's pray for the children around you. Freddie P definitely has some issues. Y'all are calling him Dusty or whatnot for simply highlighting what Diddy actually stole from him and other boy artists. The reason why I'm not quick to dismiss what he's saying is because Puff has a long record of screwing over his artists, every single one of them. Yo, I don't mean to laugh, but this is too funny. It's just he keeps saying but. If this man says but one more time, well, you guys need to understand that this is not, and everybody, you guys are laughing. You're laughing. If somebody were to stick their fucking dick inside of you without your permission, you wouldn't fucking laugh. Girl, I gotta go. Take care of yourself.